There we go. Button mashing during bosses? Good, good. Well, the manual flat out says that that's the case. It says, like, if you want extra damage... 1 second. Oh, and it goes directly into, like, attract mode. Okay, this is looking a lot more like Touhou. Like, considerably more like Touhou. I say having played Imperishable Nights once for about 10 minutes. Like, that's my sole experience with the series. I now know 2 Touhou characters' names and vaguely what they look like. I know that that's Reimu, and I know that at some point Patchouli Knowledge shows up, and I could not tell you any more about her. I just know that her name is completely ridiculous. That's about it. Okay. Okay, so it's gonna start me easy, is what it said before. I think that's fine. I'd like to get used to the game on easy mode before I get completely murdered. How do you change that? You just go down and... maybe I just unlock it or something. Oh, what the hell is this? Okay, so we've got a choice here. We've got highly mobile, defensive, and offensive. I mean, my immediate idea is to just go for offensive, because I know what the yin-yang orb is. It's the thing we used in the first game. It seems fine. It seems like it worked perfectly. But I imagine that there's some sort of advantage using the highly mobile type. That sounds like you literally move faster. And given that a lot of this game's gonna be about dodging, I'm gonna just go with offensive for now. But I will eventually try out all 3 of them and just see how it works. Okay. Yeah, I see you can get a little bit faster shots. That's score, and that's power. Score's kind of useless to me right now, so I think I just need power. Unless there's some kind of like score thresholds that actually impact the game. I really like the way PC98 games sound. They sound like all sorts of stuff, but they can sound quite good. So something that kind of threw me off a little bit, because one of the only real shooters I've played is like Parodius, is I was expecting shooting the power-ups to knock them a little further off screen. What was that? Oh, welcome to Valoran. Let me just go to resume. My ability to multitask is going to be significantly reduced because I'm figuring this out as I go. First playthrough. No experience with Touhou 2, no real experience with Touhou in general, other than Touhou 1, which I played last week. And then if this goes well, Touhou 3 next week, and just continue on, go through all the PC98 games, and I guess figure out a way to play the Windows games. There we go. I need the points. I need the power, not the points. Come on. I assume like the stage is sort of like a rush to power yourself up before you get to the boss. In the previous game, it was 5 stages and like the 5th stage was a boss, or like 4 stages and then the 5th stage was a boss. I don't know how this works. What are you doing? Oh, okay, well, wait. Okay, so you can regain a lot of your power-ups just by, like, grabbing your own stuff that you drop. Oh, yes, that's Reimu. And that's Genji, the turtle. Is she riding on the turtle's back? I suppose so. You listening to me, mister? She doesn't seem like the type to listen. Aww. Okay, that's certainly a person. Can you tell me what her name is, so I know if I recognize it? I made every one of these ghosts. You're not really, like, helping your case, are you? Yeah, exactly. Why are you making ghosts? I thought they come from dead people. My ultimate masterpiece. Okay, okay. Grazing is not yet a mechanic, but I still don't want to be hit by these. How big is your hitbox? I don't have a good idea of that. I don't really want to test it right now. I guess being at the bottom of the screen gives you a little more room to dodge rather than getting too high up on the screen. Oh, and I could be like doing this if I wanted like even more shots, right? That would be the way to actually quickly beat it. Oh no, don't want to be there, most likely. Does that mean you're on low health if you're like using all these cool attacks? Yes. Who are you? Okay. Yeah, I feel you, Genji. I don't know what's happening either. I got points. Okay. I assume that when you die, you just go back to the start of the stage. I don't actually know that that's the case. Missed the point thing there. That's fine. That one, though, I don't want to miss. Oh, damn. Wait. Okay. Power. Yeah, okay. I didn't lose too much from that death. Obviously, I lost a life, and lives are limited, and I don't know what happens when you lose them all, but... my brain's overloading a little bit. I just need a second to get into the... to get into the... What am I even looking at? I have no experience with shmups, except I played Parodius. Parodius is a really fun game. That's probably the wrong way to get into shmups. I just have fear of the projectiles. Honestly, I might want to play some Parodius. That's a fun game, if people haven't seen it. Like, the whole bell system, whereby shooting the bells changes the color, so you can, like, determine what kind of power-ups you're getting, as long as you're willing to kind of juggle them around enough. Ugh. Yeah, just trying to keep track of what is a projectile here and what is a power-up is a little bit... Okay. Damn it. Wait, no. Okay, the most important one is the S, because they said that's like the big... Oh, Jesus. Just cut my losses there. A little bit, just a little bit. Ultimately, well, let's learn. Do we go back to stage 1 or do we go back to stage 2? How painful is this game? That's not what I actually wanted, but let's go for it. Continue. I noticed I had some credits there. That's interesting. Does that imply that I can continue but not permanently? Okay. 3 continues. I'm gonna say I don't think I could beat the whole game on 3 continues, but that's fine, actually. If the game's gonna force me to... Something stinks, guys. If the game's gonna force me to engage with its mechanics, I'm actually gonna respect the game more. Mera, okay. Samurai of Darkness. Why? It's just a shrine. Oh, okay. The Hokure Shrine, not referring to you by your last name, Imp. Rude! Jeez. I guess we're already here. We're already at this point. This helps me. Bombs, I didn't really... I was, like, trying to build them up. Like, bombs were incredibly important in boss fights in the first game. And I didn't really know what I was going into, so I was trying to save them. I guess if it's the choice of losing a life or using a bomb, I should just use the bomb, right? What are you doing? You're just like flirting with demons at this point. Okay. A little point where I can step through it. Kind of just to scatter. I'm gonna do the little thing. Like there? Yeah. Do the thing. No, I didn't see that one. Okay. Keep in mind, this is also on easy. Oh, man. You know what? Okay, what's a bomb do? Do bombs actually hurt bosses in this game, or not? Because the other game was a little bit weird about it, where they only hurt bosses on your last life, so like only as a last resort. The purple one. Just do that. Bombs at least clear all the projectiles anyway. Oh, okay. That feels like I won almost entirely because the game is on easy mode right now. And that the boss is meant to have a lot more health and I'm meant to really understand their pattern a lot more. Time to bury. Okay, she's still alive. Miss Mira one. So far these two are kind of a good duo. They're presumably like very, very old turtle man and this girl who does not want to pay attention. So more ghosts means more of that girl from before, I suppose. If we're going with that theme. What I would really like though is I would like more power-ups. I'd like to see how crazy the shots get in this game. Well, from my shots. I know that the enemy shots are going to get very ridiculous. Oh no. I don't know how I lived there. I don't know how I got around that one. Okay, those are enemies. Anything in the background that looks like it's different. Oh no. Just like get as much damage as I possibly can, I suppose. Are you like a mini boss? Or are you just like a normal enemy that I'm having a lot of trouble with? Come on. Oh, they share health. Interesting. Wait, is that little symbol literally just the Japanese word for points? A kanji that I know and should have recognized instantly? I believe so. Let's try to actually spell a name here. Yeah. That's the thing, is I somehow, despite the internet communities I've hung out in, have maintained a complete lack of understanding of Touhou. Despite the fact that some of my friends are very, very into this series and they always talk about the much later games, I was like, I gotta just do this from the start, right? I gotta, because, like, you know, the fan interpretation of characters can be different than the canon and a lot of other things I've seen. I want to know what the game says. I already sort of know what the Touhou fandom is like, but I have no exposure to the games other than literally, I played Imperishable Nights for 10 minutes. I don't know how far I got in it. I don't know why I chose Imperishable Nights either. Yeah, it's like 10 or something is points. Just avoid all my own power-ups, it's fine. Completely normal. Whoa. A lot of this game seems like it's just the actual danger, it's overwhelming your brain. It's like trying to force you to focus on too much of the screen at once, and you respond by kind of like getting tunnel vision a little bit. You respond by like sectioning off a part of the screen to focus on and ignoring what's outside of it, and then you get punished for that sometimes when something goes really fast from the part you weren't paying attention to. Okay, what are you? You a boss? You something? Where the heck are we? I don't know, are we in space now? It's kind of difficult to tell. Genmukai. Okay. So we talked about the Makai before. Makai was like the demon world. Yeah, 1 through 5 is very old. I have the ability to play PC98 games, and I'm really interested in a lot of older PC98 games. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna play PC98 on stream. And I realized, like, I can't play any of these. These are all porn, right? They all have at least one scene that will totally make it so I cannot show this on Twitch. And I was like, oh, I have like 1 through 5 of the Touhou games translated into English. I should play that, right? But yeah, there's like so many really cool PC98 games where they're like groundbreaking adventure games, and then like it literally starts with like, oh yeah, it starts with a sex scene. Like, oh cool, good. I can't play this on stream. It's not outer space. We can breathe here just fine. Good. Yeah, sex 2 for the PC. Isn't that literally for the PC98? Here's one now. What is this thing? Is it like a giant curtain appearing? Okay. Don't be hasty. Move between the bullets. That's the kind of game this is. The little side shoot things are like a lot more useful than they originally seem, because sometimes you want to be able to shoot something without being directly lined up with it, because like getting lined up with it puts yourself in danger. I want like a larger, wide variety of shots. You dead yet? No. I saw an opportunity, but it was too risky. I got a fair amount of bombs, so I should probably just try to bomb through all these difficult attacks and see what we get. Oh, we get victory, apparently. This guy really does have the sort of the tone of like extremely ancient demon babysitter. Like it's his job to make sure that she's okay despite all the things she is doing. I'm seeing some sprite flicker a little bit, but what I'm not seeing is slowdown. That means I do actually have, finally, the correct amount of cycles. Okay, fine. Credits 1, huh? What happens when I run out of those credits? We're gonna find out. Just chaos. I need to get a handle on this. I wonder what a defensive... okay, so if I die and the game prevents me from starting again, I'm gonna see what the defensive mode looks like. You get 3 tries and then it kicks you, 3 continues and then it kicks you back to the menu. Okay. I am going to learn all the different types, and I'm going to beat this game at least on easy today. Okay, defensive. What does defensive look like? Not much so far. Doesn't seem like defensive does noticeably less damage. I guess it's just maybe the pattern of their shots. Maybe more widespread and less focused. The thing is, I kind of want widespread shots, actually, so maybe defensive would be nicer if it does more of that. I like the ancient Japanese tank, or whatever the heck I just fought. Nope. Yeah, this is quite good. This music. Ah, that's greed. That's greed. That's me wanting to get in front of it to get its power up at any cost. And not realizing that I was too close to me and I wouldn't have time to actually get rid of it before it hit me. Get 2 of them there. Oh, they actually start following you if you let them live, so you kind of want to wait them all out. Okay. So I'm mostly noticing the difference between offensive and defensive at this point to just be the style of the shots. We know how this works. Flower tank. That was entirely my fault. Walked right into that one. Oh, also, one more thing. I'm pretty sure I have one of these, right? Nope. Where's the best place to put this? Probably up here. The last game went real hard with the flashing lights to a unhealthy degree for certain types of people. So I'm just gonna say, hey, that bomb was pretty much flashing. Here you go. It's a video game, obviously you should expect some flashing lights, but if someone starts this stream and they see that, hopefully they will know not to. Kinda looks like shit though. Best place to put this that it looks just a little bit aesthetic and doesn't interfere with the... Now that... Yeah. PC98 games are very much like, we don't give a shit about flashing lights. We don't consider that a problem. Maybe I just put that above my antenna and just like, hi, it's for the thought I'm having. The thought I'm having is, hey, seriously, if you don't like flashing lights, this is not the game for you. Game focus on, okay. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I understand that that's not the way, like, no one has ever told me that this was a good idea, but at the same time, this is how a certain group of people got into the series, right? Like, the people who started from the start. So yeah, I'm not judging him too harshly. Like, the first game had some serious performance issues, and people were like, yeah, because he was just learning how to program. I'm like, well, yeah. Like, making a PC98 game isn't easy. I understand that. So... I feel like there's nowhere to go but up, honestly. There's already good design, like, in terms of, like, visual design. And there's already good music. So I can see how the other stuff is gonna catch it. That said, though, I'm gonna say it. Touhou 1 was a fun experience just from a gameplay perspective. It's a very interesting, like, controlling a side-scrolling character at the same time you're playing Breakout, and, like, trying to judge the angles like you're playing pool. Touhou 1 was a good game. Even though, yeah, it was made by an amateur game designer. But, yeah, whatever. That just makes it more impressive. It's not my job to judge the objective quality of the entire Touhou series by its earlier entries. I'm just trying to see what it's like. And given that I'm already enjoying myself, I feel like that... Man. Given I'm already enjoying myself, I feel like I'm probably going to enjoy the later games too. I can't excuse that, Death. Don't know what I did there. Also, as someone who's not, like, really a part of this kind of, like, shooter game community, like, vertical kind of thing, can I even beat these games on the easier difficulties? This in itself is not a foregone conclusion. What is with all the sparkles? Are the sparkles not actually attacks I have to avoid? It's just the other things? They're just distractions? Interesting. This feels like the game kind of being nice to you and just giving you enough power-ups before things get really bad. Okay, we're back here. Samurai, got it. Don't be afraid to use bombs. That's what I learned about this fight. When you get really, really backed into a corner from that, like, sword slash thing, you don't know what to do, just quickly hit the bomb button. Though you can totally avoid it just by doing that. So I probably should be tapping the button for extra damage, but I only have so much, like, I could be doing at one point. I don't know how to describe it. My brain has a limited amount of RAM. I could be executing a certain number of tasks and no more. Oh, screw that. No way. We're getting out of that attack. Her bomb has like a giant picture of her own face in it. Very nice. Okay. You know what? Screw it. Just get bombed. Go away. I assume this is actually hurting you. There we go. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. You don't get a certain number of bombs. It resets the total amount of bombs. That's good to know. I haven't used the continue yet, and I'm already back here, so I've definitely lost lives, but I have not yet used one of my 3 continues, so I want to just... Ideally, I would like a powerful enough shot to just basically clear the whole screen. The game probably isn't going to give me that yet, so I'd like to just have a giant, like, fan-shaped death that makes the top of the screen cease to exist. I don't know why I was like trying to move downward and my hand slipped slightly and I didn't. Threw me off. The sparkles aren't real, but the shots are. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Thought I had that one, but I totally didn't. Continue number 1, okay. There we go. Man, screw gathering power-ups right now. I'm just trying to survive this. Oh man, what are these things and why are they that strong? Or are they not actually killable? They just have a lot of health, probably. Ooh, power. All my brain sees is colors and flashing lights. I'm not sure I'm actually resolving any shapes anymore. I'm just like, red. Go towards the red, because red is power up. But not that red. That red is dangerous. The other red. I take it that this game doesn't have the thing that Imperishable Nights had, where like going to the bottom of the screen or something like sucks in all the power-ups. I don't remember how that worked. I remember it was a thing that happened, and it would go like... Is this max power, or can I get stronger than this? Because it's now yellow instead of blue. Okay. Ooh. I used a bomb and my reward was a bomb. It's very interesting. Okay, now I'm out, so if I do die, I'll get some more. There we go. And just go right through the center. Yeah, that sort of... the pattern was approaching me. I couldn't do much about it. Wow. Jesus. Okay, time to just make the bombs happen. So we still got at least 2 more continues to try to do the rest of the game. The game seems pretty hard on easy. Yes, that is my impression of it. The easy is probably like the normal mode, and then normal is quite hard, and then there's probably some sort of hard mode after that that's like basically the crazy challenge show-off mode. Which is fine, that's the kind of games these are. I don't think anyone's ever told me that this game series is easy. Games are allowed to be difficult, that's fine actually. Or more specifically, games are allowed to expect a certain task of the player and punish you when you do not. Hello. Games are allowed to expect a certain thing of the player and punish you when you don't do it, as long as the punishment it's meting out seems fair. Like, I feel like when Dark Souls, at least Dark Souls 1, asks you a question, it feels like it's legitimately saying, how are you going to get out of this? And if you make stupid mistakes, the game's like, well then you die. What did you expect would happen? Okay, I'm on my last life, so let's just make liberal use of bombs and try to actually get 2. Yep, yeah, I totally am. I started with Touhou 1 last week. And this week is Touhou 2. If I can beat it, next week is Touhou 3. Touhou is on Thursday. That's just the way my schedule works. I always start my streams with an hour of Animal Crossing, so around, I start at 12:30, around 1:30 Eastern, Touhou. That's the way it works. I'll shill my Twitter where I put my weekly schedules later, since I see some new people, but that won't be for a while. My brain is... 90% of my brain is just watching colors happen and trying not to die right now. Ooh, 1 up. Those, yes, I will absolutely take those. The ability to gain 1-ups implies that if I was good enough, I'd be able to gain 1-ups at a faster rate than I'm using them. I don't know if you can gain continues, but that seems incredibly valuable. That means that what I start with is not the only source I have to keep going. There we go. Something big up ahead. Interesting. I just like the PC98 kind of like aesthetic and sound, and it's only in the last couple years that you are getting people like mass translating PC98 games. Yeah, I like the way that PC98 music sounds. That's one of the things. It's like, is not a game I could play on stream for obvious reasons, because Twitch will ban me. But you listen to the soundtrack of and you're like, oh shit, this is good. But I like the PC98 and even the PC88 stuff, because like Snatcher was on the PC88, and Snatcher's a great game. Okay. Charming evil spirit. Do you pick your own title? Do you choose to tell other people that you are charming? Yeah, Snatcher's really good. I actually, I don't really know them, but I was on the same forum as the guy who, decided that, no, Snatcher needs to be in English, I'm gonna fix this. No, sorry. Snatcher was in English, but Police Knots wasn't. And he decided, no, fuck it, Police Knots is gonna be in English. And they're like, no, you can't translate it on the system it's on, kind of thing. It was really annoying to inject the actual translation into it. And he was like, well, I guess I'll just learn how to program. And he figured out with some of his friends how to actually inject English with characters into a game set up only for kanji. And it was a very long process, but obviously he very much cares about that game. So this is not even the person who's responsible for this. You're just having a rampage. Trying to dream big. Magician of Oh, Marissa. You're in the later games. You don't look like this, right? You look a little bit different, but Marissa sounds like a name that I should know. Okay, there we go. I now know the names of 3 Touhou characters. Oh god, this is gonna take a while for me to understand what this fandom even is. This one may be dangerous. Mistress, she seems like a main character. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, I misread my bomb, my life count as my bomb count there, and I tried to go for a bomb, and that was not a smart decision. I didn't have any. Oh my god. This is gonna be an interesting pattern to learn. Ooh. Gonna make sure I have no bombs for when I inevitably die in the next 10 seconds. Yeah, there we go. Not terrible, not terrible. We've got to continue. We've got to continue. No. I don't want to bother to learn that pattern. I'm gonna just bomb that. Oh, okay. And she's dead, and she never comes back, right? Got it. You've continued 2 times already. Oh no. Is this gonna be the thing where, like... What's my win condition? I'd like to see an ending on any difficulty, I suppose. If that's, like, really quick, then I will try to do better. If it's possible for me to, like, see the final boss and beat it, that would be cool. But, man, I really need a thing that, like, sucks in power-ups. Look at all this bullshit. I want all of these, and I can't possibly have all of those. Okay, we got this lady. Yeah? So I guess the goal is not to actually go to the top of the screen. Okay, that's what I was remembering from Imperishable Nights. What is happening in the story? Oh, okay. That was an interesting tell. I'm not sure what it was. Just trying to say, like, don't be in front of her. Ooh, 1-up. Give me that. Worst thing to dodge. Just kind of goes back and forth. That, however, that was somehow worse. But I will say, if people like the Touhou games, but they've never played the first one somehow, I do actually recommend it. It's quite fun. It's nothing like this game, but it's just a very unique experience that I had a lot of fun with. Also, it's short. I beat it in, like, my first time in, like, 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. And if you were better at these kind of games, or that kind of game than me, you would definitely take less time than that. Okay, it's time for just last life, use the bombs nearly constantly, get as much damage as I possibly can in. Okay, I got through that level at least. Is the game basically asking me to reach this point without continuing at all? I think that's what it's saying, right? Okay, that's fine. That's actually fine. That's a reasonable challenge. That's not that hard. I couldn't do it that time, but that seems like something I'm willing to, like, try for on stream. I'm gonna keep it in easy mode, but I'm gonna try to do it in one without continuing once, which means I get 3 deaths. That's doable. Oh, hello, Marissa. You gonna become friends now? Yeah, I like the way that anime drawn on the PC98 looks, and I believe that a lot of it was actually drawn with light pen, which is to say they just like drew with the light pen on the CRT, and that they were able to get these like pixel approximations of the lines they drew. And it's this really interesting style that doesn't quite look like pixel art. It looks like a pixel version of the anime art of the time, because it is. I hope it's water. What the fuck am I looking at? Why is this a scene in Touhou? Bad End 2. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Bad End 1 in the last game was the entire planet explodes. Bad End 2 in the other game was merely your entire country explodes. This is... Yeah, correct. You just get a golden shower. Like, that's bad, but that's not like destroying the entire country that you live in bad. That's merely bad for you. Okay. Definitely want to try another run of that. I need to pour myself some more water. So far, these games are quite interesting, especially when you consider they were made by someone who's kind of like, I guess didn't have like formal game design knowledge, or if they did, they weren't part of like a big company. Oh, cool. Good. I'm glad I actually got the most recent patch this time. I made sure of that, or I tried to make sure of that, and I made sure that the cycles were correct this time. Because I had some slowdown in my first run in the Makai run of Touhou 1. I was getting some slowdown, because I was trying to run it at like speeds that basically every other PC98 game I've played has run perfectly fine. And then people in the chat were like, no, like crank the cycles up like 4 times that. Like 6 times that, seriously. We need, you're trying to display all the sprites in the world. Well, if I do badly enough, I'm sure I'll get that one. Your skill, bad. Please just say, yes! Okay. Wait. This one's going on Twitter. Yes, I'm basically doing the equivalent of like taking a picture that someone drew where they tell me to like fuck off and die, and I'm like, oh, that's so sweet, I'm putting it on my fridge. But, you know, I understand what they're trying to do me. Trying to do here is they're trying to make me actually play the game correct. There we go. "66 megahertz at least. Okay. It's not that bad. Also, these sprites look really good on the way I have the CRT shader set up. I'm just like, yeah, at least from my point of view, because I have the game screen on like a 1440p, like my good monitor. Like, yeah, it looks great to me. I don't know how it looks on stream. Probably a little bit strange, but I'll accept it. Okay. We're gonna try to do this. I'm gonna keep defensive. I think defensive was my most useful thing. I'm expecting that there's a whole nother stage to that boss if I get there without... I'm gonna be honest, if I even get to the point there, where I get there without continuing at all, and then I immediately die, I will still be happy, because that shows that I know how to optimize the early sections of this game. And that's really what I'm going for. Also, something about the control scheme where it's like Z and X, like Z is yes and X is no, feels like very intuitive. I think it's like when I used to play emulators, like I used to play like a NES emulator when I was younger, I would map the A button to Z and the B button to X. So A would be select and Z would be back, or Z would be select and X would be, you know, that way. So this just kind of coincidentally has the same control scheme by default. This might not be the run, but this will definitely be a run where I learn something. If I get a bad end for doing a 1cc on easy, I will accept that bad end triumphantly. Because once again, I am doing my best to I'm just doing my best at this game. If the game then wants to tell me I'm shit, that will not ruin my day. Honestly, very little can ruin my day right now. This game's fun. Because technically I've already beat my very, very limited requirement for what I consider clearing this game, but obviously I'm not just going to leave it there. I'm gonna do my best to see as many endings of this game as I can. What we're kind of trying to prioritize here is safety. Just learning how to dodge around these little projectiles. Because every death is a death that I can't get back from. So really what I should have been doing there should have been when I realized I was in that position, I should have been using my bombs. I get so sucked in to try to like sidestep things gradually, like that I forget to just use my get out of jail free button. Oh, this theme sounds like another Touhou theme. Makes sense. I mean, all this music sounds good. That's the thing is I've heard, like, the only thing I would really know of Touhou is I've seen some like fan animations and I've heard songs just randomly because it's like impossible to escape that, even if you don't know whose song it is or what it indicates, what game it's from. Like, you've heard Touhou music before. I'd like to get to max power too and see what this shot looks like at its strongest setting. Okay, once again, the sparkles don't mean anything. Stop trying to dodge around them. Actually, let the bat run into me. As soon as I hit one continue, I'm just going to end this run and go back and try again. The next run, actually, I'm going to try... The next run, I'm actually going to try the mobile, like the mobility setting, and see how that works. Is it legitimately faster somehow? That would be cool. Wiping out enemies before they can get off more than like one shot seems like a good strategy, so you don't the screen never really fills with anything. If you let stuff like that live, then it starts becoming bad. The bats are so fast though that they basically just swarm you. They're not the most dangerous unless you let them run into you, which I did. So there's another sort of like related game series to Touhou that I've never heard of apparently. People are talking about it in chat. Like, is it like officially like story related to Touhou, or is it like just a very similar game? Ooh, oh god, that was, why did I do that? That was so risky. Damn it. Oh, okay, okay. Spiritual successor inspired by, got it. Okay, okay. That makes sense. I could see someone playing this game, especially when they were younger, and just be like, oh, I gotta make this. I gotta make this with my own characters, or like this with my own spin on it. Like, what if this but something else? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Believe me, I have definitely played certain games where the thing I got from them was basically just, oh, I wish I had made this. I wish I had made this, but I would do it this way. We're not going to get much farther beyond this actual boss fight, I don't think, but I'll be able to learn at least a little bit about, remember what the next stage looks like. I've seen it, but it's nice to kind of refresh my memory a little bit. Come on, die. Come on, die. There we go. I win! Lenens. Can't say I'll play it on stream, but I probably need to check out that series then. Probably after I've done a significant amount of Touhou, though. I like the way that since I'm experiencing the series in kind of a way that no one recommends, I get to see the mechanics be developed in real time. It's kind of neat. Can I just do this? Like, is the best way to deal with the ghost just to, like, wiggle back and forth across the screen and just slowly wipe them out? Like, okay, it's not for these, though. When you have a long-running... I don't know why I went for that. When you have a long-running series, it's sometimes interesting just to see how we got here. Like, if you look at the Ultima games and you start from simplicity and you end up with... I mean, well, you end up with a very bad game, but the second to last Ultima game is quite good. Like starting from King's Quest 1, say, and playing King's Quest 2, King's Quest 3, and then like you're seeing as you're getting to like King's Quest 5, you've got like full like animated characters and stuff. You're not just like sprites, and then by the time you get to like King's Quest 7, it's basically like trying to be a Disney movie, and then King's Quest 8 like wanted to be Tomb Raider, King's Quest Mask of the Mask of the something, but whatever. It's not. It's King's Quest 8, even though. Or 9? 8 is the one with the Troll King. 9 is Mask of Eternity, which is... People don't want to call it King's Quest 9. Yeah, there is. I don't think I would ever play King's Quest on stream, but like, I do actually really like... Oh wait, sorry. I would like to quit. I don't think I would play those kind of like point and click adventure games, but I do feel like even the old King's Quests are actually pretty fun. Okay, this is going to be for the purpose of understanding what does the highly mobile form look like. Are you a little faster? It's like almost impossible to tell. I guess this could supposedly have a, this could have more of like a, what do you call it? This could have more of a, like a smaller hitbox, and I'd have no way of knowing if that's a mechanic. If the little thing. And then after I die at this one, I'll go back to the aggressive. Yeah. Oh, believe me neither. It's fine. That's the other thing is like that's another really fun part of these streams is I get people who just like Touhou games showing up in the comments, and they're always just like, it's either it's been a while since I played these or I have never played these. I'm like, yeah. You know, it's fine. Like I asked some question about character and people instantly know, or like people know all about the newer games, and I'm just like, oh, so I forget what it was. I had some like specific question about the way that like bombs worked in the first game, and like one person knew it instantly, and everyone else was just like, okay. And the one person who knew it instantly was like, yeah, I worked on this translation. So it's. That's a hilarious stream. It's like, oh yeah, I worked on this. I'm like, thank you. Thank you very much for working on this translation. I know some Japanese, but not enough to be able to understand the story. So thank you very much. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you're still here, by the way. Namigo. Is that how you say it? I like to try to say people's names correctly. Okay. This is such a strange pattern, like the one is offset slightly from all the rest. It's not just a nice little curve. But it does make it a little annoying to line up my shots now. I think I like the defensive's massive side thing, like the very wide spread shot. I mean, if anything, the thing that's messing me up is not a lack of firepower. The thing that's messing me up is I back myself into a corner and then I let myself get hit. Okay, I'll say Namigo. That sounds like something I would actually call a person. Into this. Yeah, I feel like I actually got lucky on that like the pattern of the projectiles there. There's a lot of bullets going everywhere except the area I happen to choose to stand in. Okay. Do I just get lucky and it turns out that the mobility form is just the best? Just being slightly faster is actually the most broken thing the game can give you. That would be interesting if that's the case. Because, you know, you can just do this across the screen and prevent problems. Except when they, like, come that way, but... I don't have a good way to hit things from my side at all. But yeah, in Touhou 1, the difference between, like, throwing your tag, which can only bounce the ball from the side, and, like, hitting with your wand, which can bounce... I mean, it can only bounce the ball from the top, and then hitting with your wand, which can hit it from the side at, like, weird angles, and you kind of had to understand, like, the benefits of that quickly. I think that's a really interesting mechanic. Of course, you know, I understand the games had to go this way. You would not get modern Touhou out of, like, Breakout Clone. That's such a strange thing. Hello. Whenever I die, I can look quickly at chat. Hey, Rubix. No, that's fine. I actually slept in as well. You'll notice my go live, like, not my go live tweet. My go live tweet's perfectly on time, but my tweet where I was talking about when I'm going to stream today was like an hour before stream started because that's when I woke up. I woke up, I'm like, oh shit, I need lunch. I should have slept for a reasonable... I mean, I did. I got what seems like it should have been more than 8 hours. The game is way too loud. I can... Oh, that's because my desktop audio kicked up a little bit too much. Hello, Q, by the way. This should still be loud, but it should be understandably loud. So we'll see how that goes. I'm basically just working with colors. So, you know. There we go. But you're supposed to hear the Touhou music, Q. Does it matter what I'm saying? Streaming. So, Q, can you believe I'm a VTuber now? How do you feel about that? Very concise. Thank you. Thank you very much. Everyone becomes a VTuber eventually. I feel like you said that to me sometime. I know Picky said that to me a while ago, where it's just like, so why aren't you streaming yet? And what do you mean yet? Is that like an inevitable part of being in these communities? You just decide that you want to stream video games? Or weird shit? I mean, tomorrow I'm literally streaming trying to understand philosophy, so... I don't know, man. Ooh, I was just a little bit slow in that bomb and it got me. I won't be streaming Cave Story, I don't think. Yume Nikki is a good game, but everyone's seen Yume Nikki. I might do a run of Yume Tuki or like Dot Flow, because those are games in that sort of series that I know nothing about and I've never even touched. I somehow only played Yume Nikki and none of the other ones. So I might do a run where I try to get through like Dot Flow or something, or Yume Tuki. I literally just saw Yume Nikki posted on a message board. Found the game, played the game until I had gotten all the effects, like had some trouble triggering the ending, looked up, oh, you're supposed to put the eggs in the starting place, got the ending, and then talked to Yume Nikki about Yume Nikki to no people for like a decade and or more. And then eventually I'm like, oh, other people like that game? And I realized like other people had played like more recent versions than me and stuff, because I just found like, literally I downloaded like a zip file off of a certain message board, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll play this. God, it is bizarre where like people have these ideas, they have all these names for these characters that, as far as I know, in Yume Nikki, they're just like a background element. I'm just like, oh, that's a guy. Like, okay. And then like what was it? Like Margot was playing Yume Nikki once, and she was like, oh yeah, this corpse on the road, like, oh, people want to fuck him. I'm like, what do you mean? But yeah, I was not on Uboa-chan or whatever the heck the community for people who are entirely too into Yume Nikki was, but apparently shit got weird. Oh, yeah, I don't just worry about the bullets. The boss can actually just body check you and murder you. Was it Picky who described a specific Yume Nikki Discord she was in as being the cough syrup drinking community? Just because, like, coincidentally, a large amount of people just randomly were into drinking cough syrup. I'm pretty sure she described it that, and I'm like, why were you in a cough syrup drinking Discord? Okay, those are two separate ones. Okay. Was that the Lane server? Oh, Jesus. I hope not. Okay, well. For people you don't know, Discord is weird. Discord communities can become increasingly unhinged without any sort of outside contact, and sometimes shit gets strange. I am in many Discords, but I am active in almost none of them. I have somehow avoided the weirdness. Yeah, I definitely could just ask Nai how. What are Yume Nikki Discords like? And I'm pretty sure they would just be like, a mistake. I can hear it in their voice in my head. Okay. Okay, so we got these guys, which are a little bit dangerous, but they're not that bad. They don't have much health. And then we have the red ones, which I don't think I've actually successfully destroyed yet. So I don't know if they're invincible or I just need more power. But as it stands, probably just dodge them. If I don't know if they're invincible, they are functionally invincible. I can use bombs to cheese through this section pretty easily. Oh, can I actually just get this guy? Yeah. Wow, they do not have much health once you actually get good hits on them. So I am technically a little bit farther than I was before, I believe. But once again, these levels are gonna fucking murder me. There's like the angel lady, right? That's gonna be... These guys are indestructible because the bomb doesn't kill them. Okay, I've learned. Yeah, I do not have a Discord yet. I guess at some point when the number of people here becomes completely untenable, and I have to, I will make a Discord, but I'm holding off on that as long as I can. As it stands, Twitter is where I put my schedules, and I guess you can message me on Twitter if you need to talk to me, or I do have a Discord. It's a pretty obvious name, you know. It's just Lord Cynic 3. Like, I actually got Lord Cynic 3 as my real Discord name if someone needs to contact me. Jesus. Oh, I got max power. Nice. Whoa. Not anymore. Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry, X. Formerly, the social media formerly known as Twitter. Yeah. Don't you love, posting and reposting on X? It's fucking tweeting. Don't you... I don't even like social media. Okay? And that bugs me. The current boogeyman of Twitter, or X, I suppose, is that they're doing like an age verification thing, like an age verification in the sense of like you might need to like submit your government ID to fucking use X. It's like, no, I'm not doing that shit. It seems like it's gonna just be for verified accounts kind of thing. which is not that different, I think, than how verification normally works anyway. The words verification selfie are like incredibly terrifying to me in a way that I cannot describe. I don't know why. Like whenever I see like the words verification selfie, I like think of that fucking like patent thing where it's like drink the verification can, and then it's like the Connect patents. You know, infinite well of hilarity. Stand up and say McDonald's at your fucking Connect, and you will receive additional score in the game you are playing. Okay, I'm on stage 4. Not the worst. Last night, I had the inexplicable urge to just, like, stream VR again. Like, the last time I did it, I just got in VR for, like, 11 hours. But then tiredness hit, so I just did some VR chat on my own time. At a certain point when I have time, I suppose I'll just, maybe randomly on a Sunday, I'll just do another 11-hour VR stream. Clear out more of my list, visit some worlds, see if they're any good. VR is quite fun if there's people here who, like, have never experienced it. Or if people have an idea of VR chat, but their idea of VR chat is just, like, people trolling. And, like, you know those, like, really annoying YouTube videos? VR chat is not just that. VR chat is also not just social, which is a fun way to say it. It's like an interesting thing to say. It's also just a weird world exploration simulator, which is how I got into VR chat. I'm just like, oh shit, I can go here and I can go here and... Okay, I need to be very careful. I have no lives, so whatever danger comes my way, I'm just gonna respond with a bomb. And we're gonna see if we can maybe even get to the boss, but I don't have a lot of hope of beating the boss. I feel like I could beat this whole game currently with 1 continue, which is actually, that's a lot better than I did before, where I had 2 or 3. No. No. You're not gonna do that to me. Just die. There we go. Ooh, a 1-up. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. I got a 1-up, so actually, I can't say that that's going to make the difference, but it means that my calculations are a little bit nicer now. Yeah, this giant, whatever this, I guess it's the evasion form, like the giant screen clearing this, that's what I needed. This is what I need to try to make some parts of the level actually a little bit more, not survivable, but like consistent. I need consistency if I'm gonna get beating this in 1 clear. It does, but whatever. This is the easy mode. Wait till you see normal. Oh man. Old video games. Not afraid to hold you to a standard. And then be like, oh, you failed. You didn't beat it. You have no idea who Mima even is. You're just like, I knew it was you. Okay, yep. Hello, Marissa. You're blonde in the later games, right? I believe that's the case. Okay. Oh, that was a mistake. I wanted my spiritual power back, but... If I get really close, I can get more hits on her, like this, and then use the bombs to kind of, like, limit the amount of tax she's even allowed to have on screen. Okay. I don't think I'll beat this, but that was my best shot at doing it. Sideswipe that 1 star. Okay, okay. That's still improvement. I think I'm gonna stay with... No, I'm not gonna get complacent. I'm gonna go back to... Lord. I'm gonna go back to the attack phase, the attack type, the offensive. And... do that. And we're gonna go to... We're gonna see how much better I am now with the attack type. It may be that this is actually like this more focused fire. Okay, you are a little slower. The other one is a little bit faster. That seems like fast is basically the best thing you could possibly be in trying to do a 1 clear. So I'm probably gonna go back to that one. But let's see how good I can do now. It's interesting that like the most powerful configuration I've found is not using the yin-yang orb at all. Just using our own power and not relying on the shrine's treasure. That seems weird though. The shrine's treasure is the whole thing. That's why people want the shrine. Remu was like, nah. Actually, it's suboptimal. I determined. Yeah, okay, the way that your shots are clustered means that when you get an enemy in your sight, like a mini-boss is it's most apparent on, that mini-boss melts. Even though you don't really have a lot of good anything else. You don't have a good ability to clear the screen, you don't have a good ability to move. I don't know if that's a trade-off I'm willing to make, but I think I understand the benefits of this form. I'd also like to see what max power looks like on this form. Well, I'm not gonna get it like that. Certainly not. I wonder if doing that actually does damage to her. If you can get a few points of like secret damage by just like spamming the button as soon as she comes on screen. Probably not, but... Okay, that's definitely quicker. I'm still not sure if it's going to be worth the trade-off in the future fights. Like, honestly though, it might be because, like, I use all my bombs and I use them basically as like a safe mode, right? It gives me a certain number of seconds of time where the boss can't deal damage. But in the process of doing that, I also have a certain number of seconds of completely free time to deal damage. So maybe this very focused fire is actually useful because it helps me optimize my damage during that time that I have. Does make the actual levels harder though, but that's not necessarily the worst option. I really just need to max out this power gauge and see what this form looks like. Die. Die. Okay, yeah. Dead before it really even got a chance to sing. That's the power of concentrating all your shots into a single line. That's true, though. That is, yeah. So if I can't completely bomb through the whole fight, I'm not really learning anything from the attempt. That is true. Man, I feel like I spend the entire run just mashing because like the only thing that this has is damage, so I want to get the most damage out of it as possible. No. At least my keyboard keys are rated for extremely high number of key presses. I have a Topra board, so it's basically like the conductivity of the spring changes when you press it. It's not a keyboard or a switch that requires contact. It's the stupidest thing. It's like, I think the keyboard is neat, and then mechanical keyboard people are like, it's garbage because it doesn't click. Doesn't make a nice clicky noise. Doesn't feel incredibly tactile. Kind of feels like a rubber dome keyboard. Like, but it's really neat. I can get like 100,000 key presses without it wearing out. Oh, did I manage to get around that? Yeah. No. Yeah. Just use a fucking Model M at that point. Yeah, it's a real force if you want to look it up. It's a real force with the like Real Force does this thing where I don't like it, where they make the center keys pretty hard to press and the outer keys pretty easy to press. And I have one that's just flat. It's just like 55 grams. Every key takes exactly that much to press, but it has a little spring inside, and the spring like isn't like actually like actuating a switch. It's just as it changes, the like electrical induction, I think, of the spring changes with the shape, and the key thing, it just sits at the bottom. The little switch sits at the bottom underneath the key and just detects those differences, so it determines at what point in the press it's at. And they're kind of neat. Honestly, I mostly got them because like inexplicably there was a person on Amazon who was importing them for like a reasonable price because they're Japanese, and I was like, oh, is this gonna be my only time to actually order one of these? And I just went for it. That was so many years ago. I still have it, of course, because it's a good keyboard. I do know that the keyboard I was using before this, which was a keyboard that someone literally dug out of like a pile that was about to go into the dumpster. My dad was like at his job, and he's like, oh, there's this old keyboard, do you want it? And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I used that for many years, and eventually it just annoyed people because of the clackety clack noise it made. Like it not only did the key switch sound very like click, the body was very hollow, so it kind of made a sproing. It went like click, boom, when you like press the key, and after a while people around me just fucking hated it. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. This keyboard was literally free. I'm not going to complain about having to buy a keyboard after many years. I did learn that the layout of that keyboard has an incredibly entertaining name. Specifically, there's like a way that certain keyboards make the enter key like a horizontal, like the enter key is basically just a horizontal rectangle. And then there are other people who make the enter key sort of like a vertical thing. But then there are some keyboards that use an enter key that's actually a combination between those two. So the enter key is like really large and kind of at a right angle. And apparently the official classification name of that is the big ass enter key. Like that's actually what people decided to call it. So yeah, that keyboard used the big ass enter key configuration. Thanks, keyboard enthusiasts, for having to name everything. It's sort of like people use a term enough and eventually it just gets into like the professional terms. Like that's just what it's called now. It's sort of like Russians were welding a type of structure on top of their tanks to hopefully explode top attack missiles early, which would cause them to not sufficiently penetrate armor. It's a very cheap way to deal with a very dangerous situation, because you know, like if you can get it to explode even slightly early, it's definitely worth attempting. But people on the internet decided that the name of this device was a cope cage, because you're just coping. That's not actually going to do anything. So now in official like descriptions of conflicts, people are referring to this in the field ad hoc modification as commonly known as a cope cage. Like that's just what it's called now. We have done this, and we're gonna have to live with it. Oh god, okay. I have nowhere to retreat to. I could use a bomb, but I really don't want to waste a bomb. Why is that so stressful? No. I'm not wasting my last life on this fucking thing. I refuse. Give me max power. At this point, just give it to me. No. No. Let me go to the fucking boss. I know you're right here. There you are. So far, it's looking like mobility is actually the most important thing. Okay, let's just smash through this, and then... 1. That gets me another bomb, actually, so that's free. That one. That gets me another significant power... Ooh! Ooh! Man, the max power on the aggressive is quite good. Look at that. And that gets me another bomb. Okay, so I'm fearing this. Yeah. Yeah, I can win this now. But this is not, you know, on my last life here is not where I want to be. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I've evaluated the 3 different forms, I have picked the one I like, and the next one is going to be a real run. I like the little, I think they still do that in the later games, where they have the name of the song kind of slide in from the bottom, just so you... It's like, if you like this music, you can listen to it later, it's called this. That is not a thing that the original game did, by the way. That's for this game. Okay. Okay. Just look at this title screen. Look at these like dithered gradients. It's just it's a time period. It is a specific point in time where things looked like this. Can I get out of demo play, please? Yeah. It's actually 2 different gradients. Interesting. Highly mobile type. Yeah. Things that move to the side, that try to come at you from that direction, or from the bottom, they're kind of terrifying because you don't have a good way to deal with them. And the shots in this seem pathetic at first, but they will slowly build up. Yeah, but it still doesn't feel like it's bullshit. Like, I have a tolerance for when the game just feels unfair. Like, I understand, video game, that you're the one in control here. You could just, like, teleport an enemy inside of me, killing me instantly, but you don't, because that's not fun. That was a little bit too risky. There we go. That's even just a little bit on the bar. That's like dramatically better than what I was dealing with before. Apparently, one of the primary benefits of playing on the harder difficulties is these little points icons are worth a lot more. Okay. Get in there and deal some damage to that thing. There we go. So the first level is not really trouble anymore. Second levels are going to be trouble. It'd be cool if I get to the point where the second level was also completely a breeze, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I can do a lot more. My ability to sort of weave back and forth is significantly higher in this mobility form because I'm just faster. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna do like this. That was a mistake. Just straight up. I went slightly too far and rammed myself into the side of that projectile. Okay. What do we got now? Ooh, yeah, I got it the first time, but then I went for the same risk again. A risk with no real benefit, mind you. You know what, just... Ugh. I have become tilted. I'm losing it. Time to get it back. Yeah, I know, right? That's me, though. Ooh, it doesn't always go in the exact same way, so I can't always count on having that little side to slip by. Depends on where she starts it. Interesting. There we go. Level 2, only 1 life. That's not gonna work. There's like 5 levels, right? Scarlet Dream. Okay, don't let the ghosts exist, really. Just like go back and forth and prevent them from becoming a problem. Wait, I just hit a score threshold there, and the score threshold just granted me a life. That's what happened, right? It played a noise, and suddenly I have 1 more life. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Fuck this thing. Fuck this thing. That one's dead. Gotta get the other one. There we go. Okay. Easy mode. So easy. Don't worry about it. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. Yeah, good, good. That means I just gained another life. Oh yeah, I have 2. Okay. Come on, let's actually make use of basically this free power-up screen. More? Okay, this boss. This boss. Okay, got a free bomb. I'm gonna make use of it. Got some free spiritual power. I don't need any more spiritual power, but I do need that bomb that they just dropped. Oh, I was just slightly too late on using my bomb there. That's a shame. Fucking die. I'm just gonna stand next to you and hit you with every one of my projectiles. How do you feel about this? This feels like bullying. Just break. Oh no. Oh, Jesus. Well, obviously, if that didn't kill him, that was incredibly dangerous, but whatever. Okay, so I actually have to think about this, and I have to make a decision, because that's fun and all, but I think the way that I have the best shot of getting through this might actually be the offensive type. That as I'm playing, more damage is better, and I have more of a chance of getting better at playing the stages and making the boss fights quicker so they have less time to really screw me up. That's probably the best way I have of winning this. Specifically, the max power this type is just very, very good. It's like a little bit spread, but so much of your shots just go right in the center. So it's enough to clear out enemies a little bit, but it focuses for the boss without you having to get like a foot away from them. So all your shots just hit them. I really should just like instinctively move to the side of the screen when I see the bridge. Just get rid of these guys. No. Yeah, that guy just goes away. I have to just stop mashing though. I don't need the extra damage at this point. I'm just making my hand tired. There we go. Yeah, I do actually need the more damage here. Being able to fire quicker is actually useful. Clear these guys out. Yeah, I'm trying to strike the balance between not wasting them and also not dying with bombs. But yeah, you are correct. Walked into that one. There we go. So I've gotten to about 3 million points before. That implies that I can be under, if I can survive long enough, I'll be getting around 2 free extra lives, which is not that bad. Also, there's like at least one enemy that drops another life. I just have to survive until I get to that point. Weird little like eyeball wing things. So points are actually useful because no, it's fine. It's fine actually. Perfectly fine. I'm about to get another life. You, just go away. No, none of that singing. I assume that's what you're doing. Yeah, sure. I'm sure you really want that sound directly in your ears. The sound is anguish. That's what I was going for. I think I executed it pretty well. I'm not the kind to like smash controllers when I get angry at video games, but you will hear my soul escape my body just a little bit. Bats. Oh, Jesus. Okay, actually, I kind of backed myself into a corner. There's a good chance of me dying to stupidity there. I'm just gonna use the bomb to get out of that. Should probably pick up some of those power-ups I'm getting. You know, just a little bit. That was a little bit dangerous to get. Okay. Okay. That one's not that bad. The random one? Neither is this one. It's this one right here. I'm actually gonna just avoid that problem and get some more damage in. This is the one where it just flies everywhere and it's not that bad. And then it's this. And then... Okay, we're now into this. Yeah, that was a little bit hasty on that bomb, but it was fine. Okay, we're here. And the goal of this stage is to get up to max power as soon as I possibly can. Just have a little bit more ability to shoot from sides. A little bit more damage. One second. Ah. Leave. Okay, now you. Okay, just be a little bit careful. It's gonna zoom over and get underneath and just do that. Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, something sure happened over there. I can't see that part of the screen right now. My brain is buffering. Oh, another life. Okay. No. No, 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 no. Bad. Bad to lose everything right there. It's not really losing everything, though, to be honest. I still have 2 lives. I still have a pretty long segment where... That's not the worst thing in the dodge. You basically just keep moving. No, we're right at the boss. Oh, hey, Nye. How you doing? Break. Oh, I should have. Ah, thanks for the follow, whoever that was. Oh wait, no, that's a gifted sub. Dang. Thank you very much. Well, congratulations, Annie. You now have a sub. Which honestly, due to me being so new, you actually got a founder's badge from that one. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. That's fine then. You still get one of the sub badges I designed. Oh my god, what in the hell is this shit? Stop it. Stop it. Oh. God, there's some geometry going on here. I don't like it. I don't... Oh. Okay, let me just get my head in order. Person who gave a sub, thank you very much. But, yes. So you will get the normal badge, which means you will get, not quite, but something that looks a lot like the one next to my name when I type this. I'm going to put a little CRT, and the picture on it will change across the months. There's at least 4 or 5 different little pictures. Thanks, Felius. Congrats, Nye. You now have a normal CRT. Thank you. Thank you very much. Tier 2 gives you a purple CRT, and Tier 3 gets you a, weird glitched up meat TV, like the actual one on my overlay. That's the one that's next to my name. Okay. I'm going right back into it. That could have been done. It was purely down to execution. My strategy is fine. I just have to not die during the first level, and I need to get a little bit better at the second level, and in parts, I can achieve this. And if I don't get it today, I'll actually have to ask myself a question. Do I want to come back to this game next week? I might not, even though this game's really fun. Because subsequent games, like 3 is probably a little more of a dialed-in experience. I'll have to see, though. Either way, I got at least another hour of streaming, and I'm going to put all my time into trying to get this. Yeah, thank you very much for the subs. That does help. I'm currently, you know, looking for a job, but I'm putting a lot of my time into this because, well, not really for any discernible reason, just because it seems like it's the fun thing to do. At a certain point, I'm just like, well, how hard is it to be a VTuber? Well, I need a model. Okay, actually, I already have a model. Thanks, VR chat. But how difficult could tracking possibly be? Oh, okay, I did that. Well, I mean, I don't have any overlays. Okay, I made some overlays. Well, I mean, no one's actually gonna sub to me. I guess I need to make sub badges. Okay, well, it's not like I have any emotes. Oh, I guess I need to make those. Everything snowballs. That's kind of fun. Tomorrow is the weird stream of the week. To be honest, tomorrow is me trying to learn and also explain philosophy, specifically Buddhist philosophy about the nature of existing from the year 200 AD, Nagarjuna's root verses on the middle way. I understand a lot of people here probably go, what? Why the fuck are you doing that on Twitch? It's like, because I have a lot of books on my shelf that I really desperately need to read, and one of the best ways to prove that you understand something is to be able to talk it through with people. Man, my brain is hurting when I'm trying to, but I will do my best to understand that. Well, first it will be Animal Crossing, as it always is, and then it'll be a philosophy hour as we collectively try to understand what the hell is being argued. Because that's the other thing, is this book is very much it's a philosophical argument. It is putting forth evidence and it is trying to go do, like, argument from absurdity, was it like reductio ad absurdum, where you prove that any alternative to what you're saying is kind of ridiculous, so it implies that what you're saying is correct. And then after a while, my brain will begin to hurt severely, and I'll probably just play more Animal Crossing. Do I play more Animal Crossing? Or do I just go and play more Touhou? I might honestly, like, regardless if I beat this game, after philosophy next time, I might, like, subsume myself entirely in reacting to danger and not having any more conscious thought. Maybe Touhou is the perfect game to play after that, actually. We'll see. But either way, tomorrow I will not be playing Touhou 3 regardless. The new Touhou game is always started on a Thursday. I will just be playing more of this game, maybe at a higher difficulty. Maybe I'll be trying to do this again, depending on how successful I am. Okay. Story of demon sealing in the Eastern Wonderland. Okay. You'll notice that overlay has been popping up on screen the entire game, yet it's taken me until now to actually bother to read it. I feel like when you put like stress on a system, you kind of begin, as it slows down and breaks, you begin to see that the order in which it operates in. That's my brain right now. As Touhou is applying a considerable amount of stress to this system, I am like prioritizing certain important tasks at the cost of everything else. Ah, I feel like my finger just forgot how to move there for a second. There we go. Those of you with a sub, you can use amazing emotes like incredibly zoomed in picture of my cat's face being sad. That's actually a picture of her the first day I got her, I believe, and she was still in her little container, and I was like, oh, don't worry, it'll be okay, you know, you're very small, it's a very scary environment, and she just like made that face at me, and I took a picture of it, and I'm like, oh, you're not having a good day, I'm so sorry. She was also, because we got her when she was like a month old. She was very small. She was very, very scared of the AC vent. Like there's a vent low down in the hallway, and she just like, it almost divided the house into two halves for her. She didn't want to walk by it because it was very large in comparison to her, and it made scary noises. Poor baby. She's much bigger now. She's actually still small for a ragdoll. Like ragdolls can be very big cats, but she's like 9 pounds, has long hair. Looks larger than she is. Nope. Give me that. Okay, we got level 2. How much better am I now at this fight? I feel like I'm not, but let's go for it. Yeah, no, my feeling was correct. I know myself perfectly. I have perfect knowledge of how bad I am at this fight. Oh, Jesus, what the hell was that? I didn't like that at all. Was that because I was moving and she tried to hit me with the 3 lines and it just became this, like, mess to deal with? That's not great. And of course, we have KK's cat, KK Cyber, Taro. Who was doing not good for a bit, but he seems like he's fine now. Had to get surgery, poor baby. Just tried to go for the bomb there and realized I didn't have any. Okay, okay. That might still be an improvement on the second level, but it's not ideal. Now this level is... this level. I would say not the most difficult level, but definitely enough opportunities to screw up that I will totally screw up. Ugh. Where's my brain today? Melting, I suppose. That's the actual answer. Where is my brain? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no, no. Okay. Get my brain in order. This can still be salvaged. But 2 deaths on an easy, easy section of the level like that. No. No, no, no. I might need to take a small break after this run to just get my brain working again. Sometimes you can't just smash your head against a wall indefinitely. Okay. It is officially break time. Come look at my cool Be Right Back screen. It's 80s and 90s, mostly 80s, a few 70s computer graphics tech demos that are somewhat significant. So, quit out of that. And we'll move over to this. Ooh, shapes. I like these because it feels like what an alien would watch on TV to me, in some bizarre way. Okay, so I think I'm doing pretty good now. Drank some water, actually stood up. Let's give this another couple good attempts. Can't promise success, but I can promise, I don't know, persistence? Sometimes it seems like persistence is all I can promise, but, you know, we'll go for it. But thank you very much. Vignon is a cool system that easily allows you to implement animations like fucking dying. Of course, since I realized that you could do that, you know, should I? Of course. Like, what are you even saying? Yeah, my neck did not actually bend back 90 degrees like that. I don't believe. I don't know, you know, the model said I did, so it probably did. So one thing that probably does not in any way offset the difficulty of normal mode is that you do gain points faster, which means you gain lives faster, but it's probably so much more difficult than this that it's not worth it. I'm gonna say this game probably is just the same level. It's like this is definitely the easiest way to play the game. There are a few older games where the difficulty slider is just broken, where like the easy is actually not that much easier than normal. I don't believe that's this kind of game. I'm just going to restart that one. Continue, no. Gonna get a good start on that one. I'm not gonna, I don't think, get to the point where I'm like a speedrunner, where it's like as soon as the situation becomes suboptimal, I just restart the run. We're not gonna be doing that. But yeah, if you're new here, the way that my schedules work is that on Thursdays I play Touhou. On Wednesdays I play the Dreamcast games basically in chronological order. I'm starting with the US launch games. So currently I've played Pen Pen Triacelon. I'm currently playing Sonic Adventure 1. And after I finish Sonic Adventure 1, I will be playing Soul Calibur. And just move through it and trying to get an understanding of like how good was the Dreamcast's catalog like actually. Everyone knows the games that are, you know, famous. They know the defining games of the Dreamcast, but how's the quality of like the average Dreamcast game? And I feel like in my brain the answer is pretty damn high, and that the Dreamcast, it was a shame it went away. But I really want to know that for sure. I want to be able to say that with confidence, not just like, oh, I don't know, all the games I've played have been good. How many Dreamcast games have you played? Oh, like 6? Like there's hundreds of them. That's not a reasonable representation of whatever. I think it's interesting. A lot of people will recognize some of the games they're playing, and then there'll be some games that no one will recognize, and hopefully you'll learn something new. On Tuesdays, I am currently playing Daggerfall. I'd like to do like, oh, let's do like a DOS game night, whatever. Daggerfall is my favorite game of all time. Daggerfall is not a blind run. Daggerfall is just an appreciation for how damn cool this 1998 computer role-playing game is. It's the second Elder Scrolls game, and it's weird how many elements in it kind of carry through even to the later games like, you know, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, that kind of thing. On Mondays, I am currently playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, because Roller Coaster Tycoon is a fun game that I played as a kid and then didn't play for more than a decade, and now I'm playing it again, just sort of like racking my brain, trying to remember everything. Like, how does this work? I don't know. And I did really good on Forest Frontiers. I had a miserable time on the desert level. I just kind of trapped myself into a place where like I didn't have enough paths and everything was overcrowded, and my success was ruining me. So I had to make this giant fucking like queue line for one of my rides just to trap guests in to try to eliminate the overcrowding, and then like pacify the people who were continually waiting in line by like making all these entertainers like go around them. I like my answer, even though I didn't have a great time playing it. And then we went on to Leafy Lake, and Leafy Lake is like, I don't know what I'm doing, but everything's good. I'm like, I have like a color theme for that park. I unlocked a bunch of cool roller coasters. Like, not only am I having success according to the mission, like the park's actually ending up looking pretty cool. And I think that's the problem I was having. Yeah, I had to close the park a bunch in the desert just to like eliminate the massive amounts of people. Ooh, nice. No bombs, no lives. The first level is now understood. Stage 2. The second stage is full of annoying bats. That's what I remember about this. Well, it's midnight, you know. You can have nocturnal creep. I don't think... The only thing I could have done to avoid that would have been just immediately use my bomb, which maybe that should have been the strategy if I knew I was going to get hit there. As it stands, still not a big deal. As long as I don't make too many more stupid mistakes here, I will have a chance to learn something. Okay. Should have gone right, not left. I knew that in my head as soon as I started moving, but I couldn't correct for it at the time. Yeah, I was doing a thing where I like had several different looping coasters all next to each other in the Leafy Lake, and I just decided that I was going to make like red coaster, orange coaster, yellow coaster, green coaster, and I ended up with 6 of them. I didn't have a separate indigo and violet, I just had purple, but it ends up looking like a neat little rainbow. I didn't put the coasters close enough together to get them to do synced launches. That's the cool shit. When you get the tracks so close to each other, you can have one launch sync with all the other ones. But that's very much not necessary to beat the game. That's just cool shit that the engine allows you to do if you care a lot about coasters. Which I'm not really sure I fall into that. I think roller coasters are neat, but I'm not the kind of person who like goes around the world trying to ride all the important, significant roller coasters. But definitely any appreciation I have for roller coasters definitely does come from playing this game as a kid. I've ridden some, of course. But it's kind of just, oh, yeah, that's cool. They're really neat the way they're put together and stuff. When you think about, it's like they got like, you know, lift hills with chain lifts and, you know, magnetic braking and all this crazy stuff put together to kind of give people a very safe, very dangerous feeling experience. Like a repeatable, safe, dangerous experience is what a roller coaster is trying to deliver. And that's very fascinating to me. Thought I had that one. Thought I could just sneak under it. I could not. Okay, I'm gonna say right here that this is an indication of my current ability to understand fast-moving sprites. So, I am going to probably, not probably, I'm definitely going to move into the different scene. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did need that. So let's just move into the apartment. Hi. So first order of business. Goodbye, YouTube. You know, if you're watching this on YouTube, you just saw me play some Touhou. Goodbye.